out there live again in Madison. And Chris, let me know what's going on where you are.
Hey Danielle, we're still here on the same road where we've seen all the damage, but the newest piece that we have here is we actually heard from two people who live here in Madison just a couple of blocks over, and they were just about moved to tears, over all the damage and destruction. It's hard to stomach at some level. I mean, you look at some of the stuff behind you, it is a little bit overwhelming. I know I always say we're reporters, but at the same time, we are people first. I know, Danielle, that's something that you have kind of subscribed to a little bit as well. But so we heard from two people here. They shared some of their experience with us, what it's been like for them in the past 2 hours. You can go ahead and take a listen right now.
My kids are screaming. I'm freaking out. Our neighbors come with us across the street. They bring their dog, and we're all in the basement. And we're just like,
we kind of didn't really think that anything was going to happen until it was actually happening. And we were loading in the car, and it just started. It was a downpour. And then we were like, okay, this is real. And we got into the basement, and her babies were crying, and then we had our 16 and 17-year-old, and they're sitting there, and they don't really show like a lot of emotion, but they were terrified at that moment.
I've heard a couple people say my 17-year-old was crying, and that's how I knew.
Yes.
When you look at this block, this damage, what runs through your mind?
Well, where I'm from, Kentucky, we had a massive flood not too long ago. It's very reminiscent of that.
Tragedy, people who are suffering, and you don't know it until the next day, and then you hear about it in the news, and there's nothing you can do about it besides offer food, clothing, shelter, money, but nothing will ever give them back what they've lost.
Yeah.
There's a lot, and the loss of life, like, I don't even want to talk about it because I was sobbing over there, like, I honestly didn't think this was happening right here. I just thought, oh, it's like strong winds, everyone will be okay. And I live 2 minutes from here, and this is happening, and I didn't think I'd stumble across this at all, and I'm heartbroken. I'm sad.
I was going to ask, the next question I was, what are some of the emotions that y'all have been dealing with the last couple of hours?
Fear and sadness and pain, knowing that others are suffering. Like, I can't handle human suffering in general at all, like even animals. Like, I've been crying a lot since hyperventilating, crying like at what I'm seeing. Like, I don't like it. It's hard.
Yeah, the loss of life, and then seeing people go through their homes with like headlamps on. That's absolutely heartbreaking, because you really don't think about like the important things that you need to get out of your home until you actually have to. And knowing that there's people like picking baby toys up, or like things that have just been blown around that aren't in the places that they were.
In the dark.
Yeah.
Our power's out at my house right now too. But that's fine. My babies are sleeping safely in their bed, and I feel guilty, but also grateful. There's a lot of feelings.
I was going to say, you were moved to tears.
Oh yeah, I've been sobbing.
What part of it has overwhelmed you?
The sight, seeing things that shouldn't look like this. I drive through this area all the time to go to Rivergate, and my child goes to school right over there on the corner of Old Hickory and Ronnie Road, and it's very heartbreaking to see things out of place and in a tragic way, not like moved around. Like, it's devastating over here, knowing that there's people inside their homes that have been shaken and they'll never be the same again. That makes me really sad. I don't know, I can't, the sight of everything, it hurts to see it.
Lauren Smith, I really appreciate your time and being gracious with me. Is there anything else you'd like to add that I've not asked you?
I just pray that no more. I mean, I'm really sad that 3 people have died, including a young child. I just hope that there's no more, and I pray for everybody who's been affected by this tonight. And yeah.
I just hope that these people can receive the help that they're definitely going to need.
And devastating has been the word, I think, that has been thrown around quite a bit here. And again, I'll step out of the frame and let you take another good look. I've brought y'all back to this power pole and these power lines quite a bit in the last, I don't know, 2 hours or so that we've been out here. This power pole was really interesting. We actually just found out from one of the police officers walking around that it's one of the few that actually went this way into yards. Most of the power poles, for whatever reason, they told us they fell actually into the street. So interestingly enough, this one fell into the yards of the people that live here. And like I said, you can see the transformer, you can see the breaker, you can see really just how significant some of this wind and some of this damage really was. And I'll actually swing it back over this way. I'll have Joe Gregory, our great photojournalist, kind of take a look. You can see people literally in their front porch with headlights on. I think that's the hardest part for a lot of people to stomach, is that there's people going around trying to salvage whatever it is that they actually can, what little is left in these homes and in these houses that is salvageable. And I think that's the most jarring, at least in my mind, is seeing people having to not only come and search and rescue, but also come and do so in the dark more than anything. I think when the sun comes up, we're going to see even more destruction and devastation that we can't even see. Remember, this is just what we can see thus far. But as things continue to progress, as we continue to find out more here in Madison, I'll continue to bring it to y'all. Danielle, for right now, I'll send it back to you.